How we're doing, everybody? It's a new comic book day vlog, and as you can see, I started up the video me entering the comic book store, and the reason for that is because I woke up late today. It is currently 10:40 a.m. I set my alarm at 9:30 to wake up, get dressed, and come here to the comic book store because this place sometimes gets packed and sometimes it doesn't, depending what comic books people are buying. And you saw at the beginning of the video that I just entered in there to see. Enter there. I didn't even make an intro, and I just went in there and filmed all the shots of the stack of the new comic books, and me grabbing the comic books, and me grabbing the comic books person, and me, a shot of my hand, and a shot of the stack, and me as well. So let me show you the list of comic books that for this week. There are 8 comic books for today, and it's DC, Marvel, Indie Comic, and 3 facsimiles. And let me start off with DC. Titans issue 31, DC KO tie-in. This is they're still coming out with DC KO tie-in comics, and the last one is going to be in February or March, I think, something like that. But yeah, and so DC KO tie-ins, Titans issue 31. Another DC KO tie-in, it is DC KO Green Lantern Galactic Slam issue 1. This is just a 1-issue comic book, just a 1 issue, like they call it a one shot. That's what it means for just a 1-issue comic book only. Next is the facsimile edition for DC. It is Superman issue 75, The Death of Superman. This is the comic book that was sold out when this comic book was released, and this was so many people bought it, and now they're bringing it back. This is The Death of Superman, when Superman was fighting Doomsday. For Marvel, it is Spider-Man and Wolverine issue 9. This is a continuing series that's been going on since in last year, March, I think, something like that. And so yeah, I'm really enjoying this series. And the next is Spider-Man 94 issue 5. This is the last issue. If y'all saw my last video, that Spider-Man 94, Spider-Man Noir, and The Amazing Spider-Man Torn are a 5-issue comic book, and today is for Spider-Man 94 last issue. Last week was The Amazing Spider-Man Tour issue number 4, and the week before that was Spider-Man Noir issue number 4. So next month it's going to be the last issue for Spider-Man Noir and The Amazing Spider-Man Torn issue 5 comic books. And so yep. And next is another facsimile edition. It is Civil War issue number 6, and this is as well a comic book that was released back in the early 2000s, I think. They said it came out in 2006, and so yep, can't wait for it to read how it was, because I never read the comic book, and this was like based off of what they did for Captain America Civil War. Next is Indie Comic, Speed Racer Tales from the Road issue number 2. This is like a short story series, like one it starts off with one story and then continues with a different kind of story, like a little short story type of thing. And next is a facsimile reprint, VR Troopers / Power Rangers issue number 5. This is the last issue, but as you saw in the video, they didn't have any of it for me to grab. There was none in the stand, so I'm thinking about getting it on online, buying it online. So yeah, so let's start off the comic books that I grabbed, as you saw in the beginning of the video. So first is Captain America Civil War issue number 6 facsimile edition. So, and there's also 1 issue left, so this was a 7 issue comic book, and next month is going to be the last one. can't wait for it to read what happens in the 6th issue. I already read all the other 5 issues, and now time for me to read this. Next is DCKO Green Lantern's Galactic Slam. This is another DCKO tie-in comic book, and so can't wait to read what this one's all about. This is the first time we're seeing a Green Lantern DCKO tie-in comic book or something like that, different comic book from others, because it's been Titans, Superman, The Flash, and who else? I think Aquaman, and I think some other else as well. So yeah, this one is different. So yeah, DCKO Green Lantern Galactic Slam, DCKO Titans issue 31, DCKO Titans. This is another DCKO Titans. Next month is going to be the 4th issue of DCKO Titans, and in March is going to be the last issue as well. So 5-issue comic book, and so yeah, can't wait to read this one, the 2 DCKO Titans. Next is Speed Racer Tales from the Road issue number 2. This is like, as I said, this is like short stories of different stories. So I guess we can see in the cover, this is probably Pop's Racer is trying to get to the hospital for the birth of Speed Racer, and we can see Speed Racer and Racer X as well racing with each other. And next is Spider-Man 94 issue number 5, the last issue. So I'm really happy to read this and a little bit sad that this is ending. I hope this will be a good ending for this comic book. I hope this is a good one. But either way, I'm still a Spider-Man fan. No matter what, I'll still buy Spider-Man comic books depending on what it is. And so, yep. Spider-Man 94 issue 5. Next is Spider-Man and Wolverine issue 9. And this is still an ongoing comic book. We're on issue number 9. And just look at the artwork right here. This is such an amazing artwork. I really loved it. The reason I got into it was because of the artwork and also the story as well. I really love the story. I think they say this is like a 2nd volume of Spider-Man Wolverine. Maybe, I'm not sure. I never read it when it first came out, and now I get the chance to read one of these. So yep, that's fun. And lastly, Superman issue 75 facsimile edition, The Death of Superman. And so yeah, I have the trade paperback of the whole run of The Death of Superman and the Funeral of Superman as well. And I'm just really happy I can have a issue of the issue reprint in my hands. And let me pull the back out and show you. This is also like this. It even says it, World Without a Superman. So yeah, as you can see, those were all my comic books for today. And I didn't grab the VR Troopers / Power Rangers, and I'm probably going to buy that online to see if they have it, or not. I'm going to head on over to other comic book stores to see if they have it. But yeah, that's all I got for today's comic book day vlog, and I can't believe I woke up late. This is the first time since I came back to buying comic books I wake up late. And so yeah, I'll see you on the next new comic book day vlog. Adios.